Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I did channel a message for you, and before I get to that, I just want to take a moment to do the little housekeeping that I need to do because I always forget to do. So a couple of things going on. I moved the astrology part of it, the moon aspects and some of the other stuff to their own video. They come out on Thursdays. So if you've been missing them, be sure to hit that notification bell so you won't miss them. Otherwise, you can look for them on Thursdays. I do the astrology, and then I go through and I pull cards for each sign. So those are time stamped. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but those come out on Thursdays. And I wanted to invite you to come over and visit me at the Tribe Empowers on Facebook. The Tribe Empowers, the link is below. On Wednesdays, I do a video on things that can help you. The Tribe Empowers is about self-empowerment through self-care and self-love. And so there's different things that we'll cover. Sometimes we'll talk about nutrition. Sometimes it'll be about exercise. Right now we're focusing on how to use energy and cycles to manifest what you want. And so there's always going to be something interesting. I post other things on there. So come and check it out. Stay and hang out and like it and become a member. That would be excellent. And the other thing, I'm offering private readings. The email address at moondirected@gmail.com is below. And I also included the information if you are interested in Reiki Healing. Nancy is really good and surprisingly affordable. So that's below there too. Ooh, okay. So your channel message. All right. So also, I want to thank you for connecting with me. When you hit the like, when you hit the share, when you hit the subscribe, or leave me a comment, then our energy is connected, and it makes it easier for me to tap into you when I go to do the channelings. And so today, what I saw was you hanging on to a rope that was over a cliff, and you were trying to swing yourself over onto a little ledge. But below you was this, I don't think you could see it because you were kind of up above the clouds, but below you there was this huge, like, if you were a stunt actor, you know how they have those big mats, you know, those big balloon bed things all blown up that you could drop on and you'd be safe? It was there. So I just heard it was safe to let go. So if there's something you're clinging to, if there's something that you are feeling like I am at the end of my rope, then maybe it's time to let go and allow the situation to change, because change this year is inevitable, and the more you fight it, the harder it is. Now, if you were to manage to get over to the ledge, you're still going to have to scramble down. So change can be slow and grueling, or change can be quick and sudden, but either way, it's safe to change. So I'm doing the 9-card spread for these monthly readings. I really like doing that. Your overall energy is, oh, nice. You have the Akashic Library. So the Akashic Library is about being able to tap into your past lives, getting information and guidance. So if you're not sure which way to go, spending a little time in meditation, asking for guidance and answers to come to you, being willing to be open for signs and information so that you can get there. And also, I will look for her link, and if I can find it, I'll put it below. But a couple years ago, I got a reading done by Alma Liveworker, and it was an Akashic Records reading. I actually got 2 done, and she was incredibly accurate. I didn't think so at the time, though, I'll be honest with you. When I said I'm moving to Florida, and she goes, I think you're going in stages. Well, I still haven't left yet, but there's been a lot of work staging for that move. It hasn't happened yet, but it's still planning to. And so I was like, oh, what? And so I was like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Apparently she did. All right, so your overall energy for this week is also, you have the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords, that's that hard, angry energy of conversations that are tough. You know, swords is like thoughts and words, and It's also drawing a line in the sand saying I'm not putting up with your crap anymore. There's like a defined winner and a defined loser. They call this one conflict. And so if you're in that situation where someone is just constantly battling and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to make this work and it's just not working, maybe it's time to let go. Maybe it's time to let go and release yourself from it. So if you've never been here before, this is the past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. I had signed Lenormand houses to each of the cards so that I could get a little deeper, and then we'll clarify. So, okay, yeah. So it was in the reverse. The key to the situation is the Fool. Look at there. There's a cliff, and he's diving in. The key to the situation, because you can change what you're doing right now to affect the future, I'm putting this in the upright position. There is a new beginning coming. I guess the question is, how long before you let go and dive in? Are you going to try to take your time and scramble down the side of the mountain, or do you just want to let go and see that it is safe to land? It's safe to be there. In the recent past, there you are, Virgo. And there you are. We have the Queen of Pentacles. It's called kindness in here. It's in the reverse. And so I feel like you've been trying really hard with some situation where you've been very generous of nature, very kind and giving. And in return, it feels a little tense, like not working out at all the way it should based on the amount of effort and energy that you're putting into it. In the recent past, the area of anxiety, we have the Eight of Pentacles and achievement. So this could be work. Absolutely, this could be work. But let's see here. Okay, so this is happening. This Pisces season is in your 7th house of partnerships, though. Partnerships can, though, easily be work. It doesn't necessarily mean intimate relationships. So, this new moon in Pisces that's coming up on the 23rd is in your 7th house of partnerships, and is a very calm. It's one of the calmest new moons we have this year. It's a really great time to really focus on what it is that you want to create in a partnership situation, whether that is a career partnership or a personal relationship. But there's this sense here that you've been kind in giving, over giving. When the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, she's out of balance. She is giving way more than she is receiving. I see you having a lot of questions here with this Eight of Pentacles card, where you've been working hard, and are you receiving the achievement? Are you getting the desired results from all your time and effort? And so it might be time to just let go. The area of transformation, look at this. We have resilience, and we have the Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords is the one who says, this is my sword of truth. This is what I believe in. I am cutting the cords, and I know that I will rise again. I have the ability. I have the mind. I have the capability. I have the toolbox. I have my sword of truth. Usually when you see the Queen of Swords, she's holding it over her head. This one, it's in the ground, right? It's like, this is my line. I am drawing the line in the sand, literally. It's the sand under the water, right? I am drawing the line in the sand. This is where I make my stand. This is where I'm done. And I am resilient, and I will rise again. And in the future, in the arena of where you're headed, you have luck. Luck is on your side. It's the Ten of Pentacles. It is, so this feels very career-oriented kind of situation with all this money going on here. So you have luck on your side. It's in the area of thoughts, and it's in the area of abundance, financial abundance. And so understanding that you are resilient, and you can, there's a shark here in the background. So it's that attitude of, I'm the predator. I'm not the prey. I can create what I want. If you believe that, you can achieve that. And when you believe that, it seems like you're lucky. It seems like things happen for you, but actually what it is, you're attracting in the higher vibrational energies where the doors of opportunity swing wide for you. And in the arena of your heart, you have destiny. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, both of these came up in the reverse, but this was in the reverse. And so I feel like if you turn this around, you can also turn these around, because what you do now affects what's going on. So if you delay If you delay the start, then the Wheel of Fortune is delayed and the luck is delayed. But if in fact you decide to let go and go for it in the present, now things are turning in your favor and you can get to where you want to go. So if you are clinging very tightly to something that's served its purpose and no longer serves, then so is there a new job opportunity? Is there a chance to be appreciated more in a different arena? Relationship of some sort. It's time to be willing to take the chance. So here in the now this is the part where it could be about relationships, personal, because we have the Six of Cups in the arena of the Mountain, and the Six of Cups are the soulmate connections, and we have, it's called reflection here. And so a lot of times when we're working with soulmates, so you may be working with a soulmate in a partnership in a business. These are definitely one-on-one scenarios, okay? When it's in the 7th house partnership, it's not like a company, but it could be a big company where you work closely with the CEO maybe, or something like that. Like, so you have a lot of impact in what goes on. But this reflection is the obstacle has been, I'm very connected to this person and it's really hard to let go and walk away. And I understand that. I have had soulmate relationships that are really hard because you're like, oh my gosh, but there's all this stuff in the past and I feel so connected. But honestly, cutting the ties is where you open up the doors for new opportunities. Soulmates come to teach us lessons for the good and for the you know, not so comfortable. And they're always for the good, but sometimes it's not comfortable lessons. Sometimes it's a very difficult lesson. And so when that happens, being able to say, okay, the lesson has completed. I've learned. I thank you so much, even though it has seemed difficult at times. I understand you were just here to teach me a lesson, and now I'm going to let go and I'm going to move forward. And in the future, see, we have the Knight of Cups, and he was in the reverse, the proposal. But the reason he's in the reverse is because the new beginning was in the reverse. And I feel like if you are willing to take the chance, the opportunities will show up. There may be a bit of a delay here, but I think it is in your control. So setting your intentions with that new moon and making decisions. Now, Mercury retrograde, Mercury rules your sign of, but it's the more analytical part of it. It's not, it's communication, but it's the research. It's the structure of it. It's the practicality of communication. It's the deep communication that needs structure and balance, which is great. Because with everything going on over there in Capricorn, which is in a very nice trying energy with what goes on in Virgo, this is an opportunity to kind of review and recognize where changes need to be made. And maybe you don't let go until we get to Aries, but I heard it is safe to let go is what I heard. So, okay. So here, in the reverse, we have restriction and anxiety, which is great. In the upright, not so great. In the reverse, this is if you are willing to let go. You can free yourself. The only restriction and anxiety is self-generated. You are generating this by not wanting to let go, by clinging so tightly to that rope. So the choice is yours. The choice is always yours. Sometimes fate steps in and steers things and moves things, but right now we're in this calm space in the cycles where it's our choices and our decisions. Things have been put in place. Things are put in motion. What we choose to do this year really, really matters. It sets the guidelines and the structures up for like the next 10 to 12 year cycle. And so really allowing yourself to take responsibility for your own creation of your own life, being willing to step into that. So this proposal, I think, is you proposing to you. What do you want to do? What do you propose to do for yourself? How are you going to make your life different, better? What changes are you going to institute? The Wheel of Fortune, luck, all these things are in the future. When they can be turned around, and this right here, if you can let go and move forward, You can really, and I'm not going to say that change isn't anxiety ridden. It is for a lot of people. But you're a mutable sign, and you can manage change better than most. And so allowing yourself to break free of the conflict that is stopping you. And see, your guidance right here. Oh, wow, look at this. I didn't realize so many came out. First off, use your intuition. You have the High Priestess. Discernment, prophecy, vision, being present. So listening to your intuition, following that inner guidance. You have the Swan, which is all about transformation. You have the Stag, which is about being a leader and making changes. And you have the Raven, magic, coincidence, and synchronicity of events. So honestly, you letting go opens the door and allows the opportunities. The proposal here also feels like an offering, a proposal, like an opportunity coming in. But if you don't dive in, you can't get there. See, because he's above the water and this is below the water. Right? So if you aren't willing to dive in, how can that opportunity come to you? So draw your line in the sand, make your choice, make your decision. And will you suffer a little anxiety from it? Well, you're Virgo. I hate to say this, Virgo, but you know what I'm going to say, right? That's just part and parcel of being a Virgo, is that there's this constant analysis of situations, and sometimes it paralyzes. So don't allow it to paralyze. Allow the energy of the anxiety to just flow through you, and understand that it is safe for you to let go. And look at this, helpful person. And this is this proposal. If you can let go, this helpful person is going to come in. It says someone wants to help you, think of whom that might be, and initiate the contact. Be willing to let go and allow yourself to move forward. And is it like this abrupt cutoff, like right now I'm walking out the door? No, it might, especially if there's any contracts involved, you definitely want to be paying close attention to the details with Mercury in retrograde and Mercury ruling your sign about details. So make sure that you are aware of your timing. But look at this. Your action step is be positive. Your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. Let the sense of restriction and the anxiety drift away, because you're choosing your attitude of, I am strong, I am resilient, I can transform my life. I am a leader in my own world, and I take pride in what I do, and other people will notice me. They will. They will notice your skills. The opportunities will come. They will. It's safe for you to fall. It's safe for you to let go. It's safe for you to make this change. And honestly, I don't think you can stop the change. I think that you can affect the timing of it. The change is going to happen. So, do you want a tower moment, or do you want to have some control? I know what I'd pick. All right. So, oh, you have my favorite card ever, and I was thinking this, and I almost said this to you. You have turquoise. Turquoise. The mantra for turquoise is, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people. That helpful hand, that proposal, that opportunity. Okay, this is how you overcome the anxiety, is by understanding, by stepping into your power, by every day, all the time, whenever you have a spare moment, think to yourself, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people. And that luck is not accidental. That is the Raven magic, the synchronicities, the opportunities coming to you because you're willing to trust the universe to bring them to you. It is your higher vibrational energy that brings it in. And that gets there by saying, I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people. And you have Ruby. Vital life force flows vibrantly through me. I am grateful for my energetic passion for life. It takes an energetic passion for life to take a risk. Okay, I just heard, it's one of my favorite sayings. Oh, if you're not standing on the edge, you're taking up too much space, right? So it's like that idea of come to the cliff, come to the cliff and understand that leap of faith, that's when you feel fully alive. That's exciting, you know? It really wakes up all of your senses, and you have to be alert, and you have to be paying attention. You have to become fully conscious to what's going on around you, but you can create what you want because you are a co-creator with spirit. So I am always in the right place at the right time with the right people. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people. One more time. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people. You create your own luck by taking the chance and making and creating opportunities for yourself. All right, I will see you back here in 2 weeks for the mid-month update. You can catch me on Thursdays every week with astrology, and I do pull cards, so be sure to check that out, and then come visit me over at the Tribe Empowers. I would love to see you. It's there on Facebook, and I put the link below. You have a great month. Take the chance. It'll pay off.